Hey there, it's that social worker called Sandra Lisnet Masawi, and welcome to The Monologue, a space where we peel back the layers of society's complex issues and get to look at how we're living. And today, I have got a very difficult topic, but it affects all of us. So yeah, let's get into it. So meet our guy, a 31-year-old Zimbabwean married man who decides to have an extramarital affair. And he dates a 15-year-old who also happens to be his sister. I know, incest and statutory rape, all wrapped up in one neat package. Now these guys, they go on and on about it until the sister actually gets pregnant. That's how you and I get to know about this story. The story is taken to the courts and he is sentenced with 5 years in prison. Now bear with me. After aligning our age of consent from 16 to 18, the maximum penalty for statutory rape is now pegged at 10 years in prison. And you would think that given the circumstances of incest and statutory rape, maybe this guy would get the highest, probably 10 or so years, but he gets only 5. But who am I to comment on that? On our justice system? I mean, there are guys for that. Now let's focus on this guy. The comments that I was seeing flying on social media as people were commenting on this issue were not, this guy is a monster or something like that. It was more like, this is the devil. Or probably akaromba, some rituals to get money. And granted, yeah, people are doing weird things to get money these days, but what really bothered me there was just how as a society we are so ready to justify any misconduct by a man and explain it through some mystical explanations, give mystical excuses. Now, this is so wrong on so many levels because the men will never get a chance to be accountable for their own actions. It's us as a society who are quick to absolve them of their misconduct because men will always be men. Saka kana zvakadaro, when will they ever own up to the wrong that they ever do? Because they are just being men. As long as they are men, they will get away with anything. Now, imagine if you were the woman involved in this whole situation and society expects you to forgive your husband for not only cheating on you, but cheating on you with your tete. How are we going to reconcile this? Unomtarisa sei mwana achazvarwa nehanda dzemurume wako. I mean, this is just so wrong on so many levels. And if we are also to look at this 15-year-old, I mean, obviously there was some level of exploitation being a relationship of power imbalance. This 31-year-old probably might have taken advantage of the age, sister vake. But be that as it may, I feel like we as a society are not also doing enough in terms of empowering our girls. We are only teaching them your body, your rights. You have to do whatever you want with your body. It's your right. But are we also conscientizing them on the responsibility that they also have to take over their own bodies? Now, this message is good, but it has been taken to the extreme where many young women or many girls are indulging in relationships of power imbalance simply because it's my right, I can do so, it's my body. How many of these young girls do we see on the internet parading themselves nude? Tichiti ayo, muviri wake. And as a society, we've lost that whole Ubuntu thing, next door. Because ndizvonzi ndezvekwavo hatichatotsiurike nesu hatichatsiurewo tangoti aiwa ma2k in some instances. But are we not failing them as a generation? Are we not failing ourselves as a society when we look on and such things are happening? I personally believe that we have normalized personal destructive behavior in the guise of personal autonomy. What do you think as a society we need to change? What do we have to do to make sure that we make it safer, to make sure that we preserve our morals, to make sure that we create a better generation than what we're doing now? So until we talk again, Please do comment below and tell me, what are your thoughts? What do you think we need to do as a society? What do we have to change? It's been good chatting.